She bad, 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 she bad. Gucci bag, Gucci bag, Gucci bag, Fendi bag, Prada bag, Louis bag, Gucci bag, Gucci bag, Birkin bag. She in a bag, she drip, she swag, never mad, she glad. Louis bag, she in a bag.
Hi YouTube, I'm back with another video. So I know I've been gone for a while. I've been kind of busy with whole graduating stuff, my birthday, going to MEPS. But as y'all can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be telling y'all how my MEPS experience went. So if y'all watched my last video, y'all knew that I told y'all my MEPS day was originally scheduled for March. I forgot the date. But it was originally scheduled to be in March, but due to the coronavirus and the pandemic, it got changed and rescheduled to May. So I just recently went to MEPS on May 13th, and I'm going to tell y'all all about that. I'm going to tell y'all how it went. I'm going to just give y'all the details that nobody told me before I went, or stuff that I just seen. Like, I'm going to just give y'all little tips and stuff and just tell you how my experience was. So we're going to get into basically, like I said, I went to MEPS on the 13th of May, and so you have the option of either staying in the hotel or you can drive your own car there. You don't have to stay in the hotel, but I stayed in the hotel. So on May 12th, my parents dropped me off at the hotel, and I spent the night. It was a nice hotel, good experience. They gave us breakfast and dinner, but I didn't eat neither, because before I went there, I went to get me a salad, and I woke up way too early to eat. So, and another reason why I didn't eat is because I was kind of like, my weight, I didn't want to be overweight when I went there, but luckily I wasn't. But I didn't want to be overweight, so I just didn't eat breakfast because I didn't want to gain any extra pounds, and because it was too early for me to eat. I didn't feel like going downstairs. I woke up at 4 o'clock that morning. So yeah, so I got to the hotel. Check-in was between 3 and 6 p.m. on the 12th. And so I went to the hotel, got checked in, got key and all that. And then at 8 o'clock, we had a briefing. So I went to the briefing. They just told us how the morning would go, what time we had to be back in that room in the morning. Don't miss the bus or you're going to be out the look, because how else you going to get to MEPS. Because we stayed in the hotel, and the hotel was not, it wasn't near MEPS. So we had to get a shuttle to MEPS. So on the 13th, that morning, I woke up at 4 o'clock, and then I went to MEPS. I got on the bus. They drove us over there, and it was me and all different other type of branches, and it was a long day, a very, 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 very long day. Waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, like, my sleep schedule's already messed up because I usually don't go to sleep until around 2, 3, 4. So having to wake up at 4, it's like, whew, I was a little tired. But anyway, so I woke up at 4. We went to MEPS. We got off the bus. They divided us up into lines. They divided us up into the people that was shipping off that day, the people that came to MEPS strictly to take a test, their ASVAB. They lined us up with the people who was going to MEPS for the first time, which was me, who had to get their full physical and everything like that. And they lined up for the people who had already been to MEPS, and they had to come back because they had something wrong with them, or they had to get cleared or something like that. For some reason, they didn't make it through the MEPS the first time. So they divided up into those lines. So I got in my line. After that, everybody got their temperatures checked before we went in. We all got our temperatures checked. They gave us a sticker. They told us to put it right here so they can know our temperature, make sure we don't have a fever throughout the day. So got the sticker. Then we entered, and we went to our we went to our different branches. So they had Air Force, Marine, Navy, I don't know what else, but they had all the different branches. Each branch had their own office, like that. And so everybody went to their office. I'm going to the Air Force. I went to the Air Force office. My recruiter gave me some paperwork the night before. So, and make sure when you go to MEPS, you have your license and your or your ID and your birth certificate. No, your ID and your social security card. don't need a birth certificate, ID and your social security card. So you're gonna need that all day, so make sure you have that. So I got that, took that to the person who was over the Air Force. She put in all my data, gave me the papers that I needed, and then I went over to medical. Medical took the longest, like, oh my goodness, medical took the longest. So got a full physical, you got to get blood drawn. They stuck me right here to get the blood on my arm. And one key tip that I didn't know, if you have HIV, you can't go into military, so make sure if y'all having sex, make sure you're protected, go get checked. If you want to go to the military, they won't let you in with that. And if you have coronavirus, they won't let you in, so make sure that y'all are social distancing and not going around people and stuff like that. So yeah, so they got our blood work. Wait, rewind. Before that, they gave us a breathalyzer test. So that night and before that, don't drink any alcohol or you're gonna get disqualified because you're not supposed to be drinking. So especially if you're under 21. So they gave us breathalyzer test. Some people got disqualified right in there because they was drinking alcohol the night before. I don't know why, but yeah, that's the first thing you're gonna do. Then they're gonna give you a drug test. So make sure that you haven't did any drugs recently because they're gonna test you for that. We had to pee in the cup, and it's very uncomfortable because if somebody's sitting right there watching you, literally watch you pull your pants down, wipe. There's in the girls' bathroom, there wasn't even a door on the stall, so the lady was just sitting right there looking at us. And you're not supposed to flush the toilet. She's supposed to come in there and look at it, but I accidentally flushed the toilet too early because I forgot. Like, I'm so used to when I get done wiping, flush the toilet, and I wasn't supposed to do that, but yeah. So yeah, she was supposed to come in there and look in the toilet, make sure I didn't have anything in there, I guess. And yeah, so we had to write our name on that, give it to the other lady in the window, then we could leave. Then we had a hearing test, a vision test, and the vision test for each branch is different. Like for the Air Force, we had a very long vision test, and yeah. So for each, just depending on what branch you're going to, your vision test may or may not be different. And the score that you get on your vision and the score that you get on your hearing will determine what type of jobs you can get. So make sure you do your best on those. And the hearing, I did pretty good. I can hear pretty well. So then after we did all of that, then all the girls and boys split up, and the girls, we had to get checked. So females, when you go to MEPS, I would advise you to make sure that you're clean down there and just make sure that your hygiene is up. Like, don't wear no thongs, nothing like that, or some regular underwear. But yeah, you're going to be in a room full of other females with underwear and bra on, so get prepared for that. If you're uncomfortable, I don't know what to tell you. And then you're going to have to get fully naked for the doctors. So yeah, just be prepared for that. And that was a little uncomfortable for me because I thought we were just going to be in the room with the doctor, but we had to get in panties and bra for the little exercising part or whatever to make sure you can exercise all your bones moving right and all that. Anyways, past that, on to the next part. When you go in there and talk to the doctor, she's going to be asking you a lot of questions. Just make sure whatever you told your recruiter is what you tell the doctor, because you will get disqualified. They'll find any way for you not to make it through. Luckily, I did what I was supposed to do, and I only had to go to MEPS one time. Thank you, because I watched a lot of videos and they were saying they had to go 2 and 3 times, and I didn't want to have to do that. For one, because I went to MEPS on the 13th and my birthday is on the 23rd. Yes, I just turned 18 yesterday, and I wanted to get MEPS out of the way before my birthday so I can get my hair and nails done. And even if it wasn't my birthday, I still just didn't want to go twice because, like I said, it was a very long day. I had to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like that. But anyways, if you watched my last video, you probably already knew that I was kind of worried about my weight, but I kind of wasn't. So basically, your weight and height go together. So depending on your height, you have a max weight and a minimum weight. So my recruiter, when I first began this, if you watch my last video, he measured me at 5'2", and I told y'all I am not 5'2", like I'm not 5'2" at all. So he measured me at 5'2". So back then he told me that my max weight was 147, and I was weighing like 150 when I first started this whole process of going to the Air Force. And so he was like, you're gonna have to lose weight. So boom, I lost the weight. And then he made me get this paper filled out at the gym by my like a trainer at the gym or whatever. So they had measured me and all that. And he measured me at 4'11". And the max weight for 4'11" is 131. Wait. No, the max weight for 4'11" is 135. So when I took the paper to my recruiter, I had to turn it in to him. He was like, oh, there's a problem. I got 2 different weights. You feel me? So he measured me at a different height. The people at the gym measured me at a different height. So now my max weights are all off. And I was already overweight anyway. I was past both of the max weights anyway. So I was going to have to lose weight regardless. But it's just the fact of how much weight I was going to have to lose. So he measured me. The gym measured me at 4'11". My max weight was 135. So my recruiter was like, I need you to get down to at least 135 just to be on the safe side. But luckily when I went to MEPS, they measured me at exactly 5 foot. So that max weight went up to 141. Yeah, 141. And I was 135 pounds. So I was good. And I said, no, the max weight for 4'11" is 136 pounds. And I currently weigh 135 pounds. So either way it go, I was good. I was underweight. And that's all I needed. But yeah, I was mainly worried about the weight part. I got that down. And yeah, but overall, MEPS is a very, very long experience. You have to have patience because it's gonna, first of all, you don't have your phone all day. They took our phones, so we didn't have any TV or nothing like that. So it was kind of boring, but it was all worth it in the end. And another thing, before you go to MEPS, make sure, okay, nobody ever told me that I had to take a personality test. So when I went to MEPS, I had to take 120 question test about my personality, basically. So if I was you, I would try to get that done before you go to MEPS, or you're gonna have to, the line for the testing was so long, and you can't leave or get your phone or anything until you're done. So I had to. And I couldn't get sworn in until I took the test. So I had to sit there, wait in a long line for the test, take the 120 question test, and then I had to take my results back to the person who was over the Air Force. And they gave my list of jobs. And after they gave my list of jobs, I got sworn in, and then I could leave. I didn't leave until like 4 o'clock, I think. So I was up from 4, and leave till like 4. But yeah, so now I gave my list to my recruiter, and now we're gonna see what job I get. I wanted medical, but that's probably not available. So if not, I'm gonna get a job in cybersecurity or something like that, Intel. I want to make sure when I get out, I have a job in the civilian world. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, you can leave me a comment, or you can text me on any of my social medias. I'm gonna leave them down here and put my Snapchat, Instagram. What else I have? I have a Twitter, but I don't get on Twitter, so I'm not gonna put that down there. I'm just put my Snapchat, Instagram. If you have any questions, you can text me on there. Sometimes I do polls on my Instagram to see what type of videos y'all want me to do on here. So if y'all want to interact with me, y'all can follow me and add me, and I'll be coming back with more videos. I'll be more consistent now that everything is out the way. As y'all can see, have my cap and gown back there. I officially graduated high school.